Hi, hi, hi. Welcome to today's Daily Divine, here supporting our shine. My name is Lisa Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. Welcome to everyone, newcomers and those who have been traveling with me for a while. Your presence here is indeed a gift for which I am eternally grateful. And I trust that if you have found your way here, and that there will be something here for you. Although these messages are coming through on the 10th of August, 2024, I trust that even if you're watching this in 2030, there will be something here for you as you continue to awaken spiritually. So let me just get this Palo Santo lit. My notifications are useful. Well, I'm glad. Hi, Kim. All right. So at this time, I would like to ask that I am a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind. So here we go. Okay, what a day it's been. So we're just going to tune in and check in with the energy today. You can see I'm back to a seated position today because I was too lazy to set myself up. We went out early this morning and looked at a place that we had hoped could possibly be a new home. And unfortunately, it's not going to work for us, just size-wise, honestly. So I have another appointment and I have to work today. So I just want to make these messages short and sweet. I trust that you had a great day yesterday, and I trust that you're having a fantastic weekend as we move through the completion of the Lion's Gate. This is funny. So it is the jewel within a teardrop. If you can hear screaming, it is a child downstairs, not mine. Jewel within a teardrop, appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. So we've been working on this for a while, haven't we? We've been working on rising above our emotions and not allowing us to be swept away by the undercurrent of grief and sadness and depression. And remember, yesterday I shared the message that the opposite of depression is expression, right? We often say that the opposite of depression is joy, but how the heck are we ever going to experience joy if we cannot acknowledge, honor, and express our emotions, our feelings? And so for some of you, and again, we have this 10 energy, which is the Wheel of Fortune energy. The wheel is turning in our favor, in humanity's favor, in the favor of the children of light, the children of God, you and I, who recognize and understand that God is the loving essence that resides within our heart from the time we're born until the time we depart the physical body. God and the experience of God takes place within our skin. So as we move through today, or as you move through today, whenever you're getting this message, I would encourage you to continue to take some time in reflection. Remember, at this time, we currently have Mercury retrograde. And so Mercury retrograde is a fantastic time. People talk too much about what you shouldn't do in Mercury retrograde. I'm here to talk about what you should be doing in Mercury retrograde. And that is the inner reflection, taking some time to, perhaps with a pen in hand, to write about what's going on and reflect on the last quarter of your life, the last 3-4 months of your life, because Mercury was last retrograde in April, I believe, March into April. So reflecting on what's taken place in that time. And we have Mercury retrograde in Virgo going back into Leo. And then when it goes direct again on August the 28th, it will begin that forward movement back through all the degrees of Leo and Virgo that it hit in retrograde. So clarity will come, and a part of gaining clarity is the reflection that takes place at this time, because this is what's going to liberate us. Liberation, number 25, which comes to a 7. We continually get these messages about the number 7. Our physical body is the vessel for everything. Yesterday, as I was driving to work, I was reflecting, and one of the messages that came through, first of all, I was reflecting on how great my physical body felt after being quite bruised and in quite a bit of discomfort on Thursday. By yesterday, which was Friday, there was a whole new freedom and space within my physical body. My mind felt clearer. Imagine, the mind felt clearer. The body felt more aligned. And the message I received as I was driving over a bridge, we are the bridge to heaven on earth, but this bridge over a beautiful marsh area here in Durham region. As I was going over this bridge and I was sitting up nice and straight, and my breath was really, my lungs were filling up, my diaphragm was filling up, my spine felt nice and long. The message I received is that we are the divining rod of the divine. So we are the divining rod of the divine. And so it's really, I cannot stress enough how important our physical body is, right? It's not just about, there's a mental health crisis, and I would suspect it's probably worldwide. It's certainly North American wide. And we can't talk about one aspect of our health without the whole trinity of health: mind, body, and spirit. So we cannot have, we're not going to be in a good mentally healthy state if our physical body is going to be achy and full of pain and depressed, like low energy. And the solution to all of this, because it's really truly a disconnect, is a reestablishing of a connection with our spiritual nature, who we are at the core. And so this is going to support us in breaking free from negative attachments, negative patterns, negative situations and people in our life, right? And sometimes we're going to come to recognize that perhaps we're the negative situation. We're the negative person in other people's lives. And so it's not to... It's just an opportunity for us to grow and learn. And right now with Mercury retrograde, this is a perfect opportunity to really see ourselves from a higher perspective, and perhaps in a new light as well. And this is going to support our flight of freedom, our flight of joy, truly. Because if expression is the opposite of depression, it is through our expression that we find the path of joy, right? We have to get out all the stuff that doesn't feel good in order to recognize what does feel good, in order to create space for all the good that wants to be a part of our experience. So we must be willing to let go, and this is how we grow. So this is a big time. Today, this weekend, this month, it's a big time of becoming the chariot in our life. Oh, how gorgeous is that? Infinite possibilities. Number 39, which comes to a 12. 12 is my number that says you are a channel of light. We are channels of light, and it's along our spine that we light up. There's the chakras along the spine, a lot more than 7, but generally chakras 101, or as the book says, chakras for dummies, it's said in the most loving way, is about the 7 main chakras along our spine. And so if we can get folks to connect with their spine and the chakras, then we are going to begin to have this collective awakening. And so this is really just speaking about, as we align with the divine along our spine, we are opening ourselves to infinite, boundless, unlimited potential, possibilities, abundance. Abundance is our birthright. And those who are here watching this, perhaps you, like me, have lived much of your life within that poverty realm, and it's up to us. It's, there's no point to go back and say, oh, well, my parents should have provided this, my parents should have done that, blah, 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 blah. It's over, it's done. And so now we are at a position where we are called to rise up and be the one who frees ourselves, to be the one who shows up for ourselves and supports ourselves, the one who opens the floodgate of abundance, because that floodgate is open from within us and our experience. And the way that it happens, this is so beautiful. And it's really beautiful, because personally, I've been in a lot of reflection over the last 24 hours. Today, 33 years ago, I got married. And, that didn't last for very long. And today I'm sitting in this place of reflecting upon that time of my life, a completely different time, 3+ decades ago, when Kim L was just a little girl. And, it's really about what I've come to understand. For me personally, today is all about forgiveness. Forgiveness for that young lady who didn't know, that young lady who I was 33 years ago, forgiving her and really embracing her in this state of grace. Grace is an unmerited gift. There's nothing we must do to receive grace. Grace is within each breath we take and each step that we take. And so it's like the wheel of karma has us spinning our wheels. We keep going around, lack of forgiveness. We don't want to learn. We're continuing to repeat patterns, pain patterns, and perpetuate trauma and pass it on. And when we when we walk the path of personal responsibility, the awakening from within, the conscious connection to Creator God within our skin, within our experience, we then begin to come to understand grace. We begin to move away from the karmic wheel onto the spiral of grace, which is far more expansive than any wheel continuing to repeat patterns, digging in deeper to trauma, to pain, to patterns, to emotional responses, resentment, lack of forgiveness. It's going to take more effort to stay there than to release ourselves and allow ourselves to move into a place of grace, to receive grace, to give gratitude for that which we already have in our experience, and gratitude to that which is on its way to us. Remember, we are the floodgate of abundance that opens from within. And I can't do it for you. We all want to be abundantly resourceful. We all want to be abundantly financial abundance of good health, and yet it's up to each of us to do it for ourselves. It's not going to miraculously knock at the door and say, oh, here, Lisa, I'm the pot of gold at the end of your rainbow. I'm the pot of gold at the end of my rainbow. As Frank used to say, honey, you are the retirement plan. And so, it's really like stepping in, and it feels like we're being called to step in, and we are being supported by this beautiful energy of unconditional love and divine truth. This is a 20. So I'm feeling the high priestess energy. 20 is also the judgment card in the tarot. So this is about, we may be in a place, when we're in this place of self-reflection, perhaps we're judging ourselves. We're judging the things we did or didn't do, the things we said or didn't say. And so this keeps us in that cycle again, that perpetual pain cycle, that karmic wheel, spinning our wheels. It's like the wheels spinning in the head, but like nothing's really computing. And so it's really about releasing judgment, offering yourself forgiveness. And as you do for yourself, you will then begin to forgive others. We cannot truly forgive others if we haven't forgiven ourselves, if we're still berating ourselves about what happened back there. Well, back there is done, and it wasn't fun, right? And even if it was fun, perhaps we can, take the fun and leave the rest, right? And this is how we grow. We don't want to be gripping. It's funny because there's 3 people and 3 thumbs up. Perfect. 3 for 3. And 33 is that number that always, it's the Christ. It's the essence of the Christ. Forgiveness, compassion, a recognition that we are the light. Just a second. I'm going to reach. Oh my gosh. Anyone can guess what the image is on the card? Come on, Kim, drop your guess in. What's the image on the card? I'm going to just put that there for a minute and give Kim some time to guess. No. No. And his name is Yeshua. Oh, one more. We're going for 4 here. Okay, so we're going to end it and we're going to let Kim off the hook. The card that fell onto the floor is confidence, your key to success. The new moon in Leo. We just had the new moon in Leo. It is 11/22 on the 8th, on the 10th of August. We had our new moon in Leo on the 4th of August. Yesterday, for the first time ever, in one of the cards, this card. Oh, and I still see it. For the first time ever on this card, I saw the face of a lion right in the middle, and I still see it in the middle there. Hi. Tell me, spirited woman, are you Cindy? I need to know the questions I need to know. So here again, we have the Leo card. Confidence is your key to success. Do you have faith in yourself? Elaine. Oh, Elaine. Okay. Yes. Hi. Welcome. Oh, so nice to have you here. So confidence is your key to success. If you don't have faith in yourself, who's going to have faith in you? Right? If you feel like you're here on purpose, on a mission, you have one. And it's about being courageous, being strong, being bold, being willing to forge a path that others haven't gone. Because if you're like me, we're not here to do something that somebody else is already doing. That would be boring and redundant. We are here for something new. We are here to just be who we are, unique, and allow God to shine and speak through our heart, through our whatever platform that we have, whether we're, most of you here are the modern day mystics, right? You're the authors, the poets, the dancers, the writers, the lyricists, the songwriters, the singers, and we're each here through our healing, through our journey. This is solar plexus coming into our personal power, healing the ego, digesting life, accepting life on life's terms, and then we move forward. And it's really beautiful that this card came up today because last night I saw the moon in the sky for the first time since the new moon. So we're over the dark moon phase, and now we've got the small crescent in the evening sky. And this is also saying we are wired for success. As long as we are following the inner guidance, as long as we are following the intuitive hits and doing our healing work, we are wired for success, and success is guaranteed. As long as you hold your vision, what is it that you see for yourself, 5-10 years from now, even 5 months from now, by the end of the calendar year 2024? Where do you see yourself? How do you see your life? What is your vision? Initially, prior to today, I thought my vision was living at 111 Kent Street in Whitby. It's a beautiful century home. And we went and we looked. It's so close to my work. I could literally walk to work. The space is too small. It's about half the size of what we're currently living in. And although it's a savings of money, it's a big loss and there would be no space. And when I'm looking for a space now, I'm looking for a space to continue this, because this is my path of purpose. Sharing in this way is what I am here to do and what God wants me to do. And so to put myself in a place where I'm not going to be able to feed my soul, to honor my mission, would not be healthy for anyone, any of us. And my son was the one who said, Mom, if you're not going to be happy here, I'm not going to be happy here. And he's probably right. And so it's not the place for us. And yet my vision is finding the perfect space where I have a dedicated space to connect with all of you on a daily basis, where my son has his own space, where we're not feeling like we're on top of each other. I know it's coming. And I know I can't wait to be there. And through this move and transition, the floodgates of abundance are opening within me. This feels like a very, very powerful month, a very, very powerful time. And when we get recurring messages, this is like spirit saying, I meant what I said. Release. It's time to let go of something. This is the 27 is the 10 energy again, this wheel of fortune energy. We must release something so that that wheel can turn. Right now, it's like for some of you, there's a stick with mud all over the stick stuck through your spokes. So that wheel's not turning. As you're trying to turn, you're causing more, you're digging in deeper, deeper, and deeper. And this is not what we want to do. We're here to release, release, release. So we become lighter and lighter and lighter. And yes, our roots grow deeper. Yes, our connection to all living beings grows deeper. And yet we are lighter. It's like we're tethered along the channel of our spine. And I never really, like, I've always seen the channel along our spine, and I'm also being shown like an umbilical cord also from the navel area, the solar plexus. And so what they're actually, as I'm connecting in with that image of the umbilical cord, what they're showing me is like our dreams, our hopes, our everything that we imagine for ourselves. It's like we're being asked to nurture it like we would a baby within our womb, to really like care for it. Like you can't see, but it's like my hands are like hugging my belly, so it really feels like something that we're working on at this time. For some of you, it feels like you've been nurturing something that's painful for a very long time, holding it in, holding it in, holding it in. And now is the time for release, because the release is going to support your movement onto this spiral of grace, forgiveness, compassion, gentleness, health of mind, body, spirit, not just one, not a focus on the mental health, because if we connect with our spiritual self, it's going to support our mental health. If we connect with the pain within our physical body, it's going to lead us to stagnant emotions that we've been holding on to. Freeing them is going to help us reestablish our connection to our spiritual self. So it's this trinity of health within the physical body that we must focus on. And yet the external has us focusing on one component, the mental health. The physical health. Hi, Rena. Hi, welcome. So here, the idea here and through what I share is to help us integrate all components of health for complete health and vitality, right? Not just one component. I've got something. Oh, what was that? Ah! What was that? Is that a bug? A spider. Oh my God, it was a spider crawling on my back. And I threw it because I was scared, but I can see it there on the floor. I was scared of this little spider. So the fact that the spider has come in, there's a message there. We are the ones here weaving together as streams of light this new earth. Yeah, spider. Ugh. I, ugh. I'm so heebie-jeebie about things. I love everything, and that like some things like a little spider scare me. So, but spider's medicine is all about weaving, merging the past, the present, and the future, because all truly is one. Because truly, life is only lived in the present moment. It's not lived in yesterday, and it's not lived in tomorrow. Many of you will know the pros: yesterday, today, and tomorrow. It's big in 12-step programs. So, like we can't worry about what's going to happen. That's going to prevent us from experiencing joy today. And if we're depressed about what happened back there, perhaps we need to express our feelings and emotions about what happened back there so that we can be present in the experience of joy, to be present and peaceful in the moment. That's the ultimate goal. And very few live in this, and you can see it. I mean, as an empath, I can feel and sense things. People can lie all they want, and yet I feel the truth. And so that's a beautiful gift. And at the same time, sometimes it can be um, quite like, I want to say, heart-wrenching in a way, right? Because when you connect with others who you can almost read it on their face, right? Like the pain and the way that they hold themselves and all of this. And so we're here to change ourselves, to elevate ourselves, and we can only do that by the willingness to release, because what we release transforms into something much more beautiful, much more expansive and inclusive and bright than what we're being asked to let go of. And that we can be sure. If we're being called to let go of something, it's because God, Spirit, has something so much better for us. And yet so many times we humans have a tendency to hold onto things long past their expiry date. And even within the home space, right? Why it's the one positive thing about this move that we're making is the opportunity to downsize. With that comes a lot of opportunity to reflect, because I have a garage full of Frank's things and that I haven't looked at in 4 years. And so I know that a part of this process is um, letting go of many of those things. So it's a part of the process, and it's absolutely fine. Oh, this was a 9, not a 10. This is the 1037, fruition, harvest moon. What have I been saying? Our August is the most powerful month of the year. Well, we've actually had some powerful months, but August is personally the most powerful month of the year for us. And as we move to Virgo season, yeah, we are moving. We don't know where we're moving to. We don't know where we're moving to. We looked at a place this morning that I thought was our place, and it wasn't. As beautiful as it was, honestly, a century home, quite lovely. And if things were different, 5-10 years from now, and my son was out on his own, venturing on his new beginning, about to embark on his journey in life, with I could see myself there, quite comfortable, with space to continue to do this, all of that. Currently, with my son and 2 dogs and a cat, and downsizing, it's not going to work. Downsizing, yes, we are going to downsize, but into a space that's half the size of where we currently are, it won't work. And if I did move there because, the yard is perfect and the price is right and da 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 da, I would be compromising a lot. And I wouldn't be able to have dedicated space to connect with all of you. And that would be detrimental to my beautiful heart. And it would certainly throw a wrench in the path of service that I am here to fulfill, that leads to the abundance that supports, you know, um, life on this planetary realm. And this is the harvest moon. And this is the full moon that we're going to have in August. No, not August, in September, in Virgo season. The harvest moon is in Virgo season. And so this is the full moon in Pisces in September. September. And yes, I will find a perfect place. And so this is saying, like, everything you're doing, don't give up, keep going, you're growing. Remember, we've got Mercury retrograde right now. It goes direct on the 28th and then begins to retrace its steps through all the degrees of Leo and Virgo that it was retrograde through. So things will open up for us as the end of August, as Virgo season kicks off. And then we've got this beautiful harvest moon along with our second eclipse season of the year. So stay the course that your heart has chosen. Stay your path. Steady she goes. It was 3033 there. This is a fertile time. It's Empress energy. It is the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, all of the queens, right? The Empress is the embodiment of all of the queens in the Tarot, and you are queens. And as queens, we are doing the work that we're here to do. We are clearing away, releasing and letting go, creating space for the new, and we are magnetizing to us our divine counterpart, those of us who are single. We're magnetizing to us the most perfect living space, the most perfect working environment, the most stable and secure union, partnership with others, whether it's business or, partner as in lover. And, so it's up to us to really step into this Empress energy. I mean, like, maybe we should all go out and make crowns of flowers. That is so beautiful. And take the mask off. I'm hearing take the mask off and allow yourself to be seen for who you truly are, because it's all about your frequency, and the frequency is all about your beautiful heart. Do more art. And so with that being said, dear sisters, Rena, Elaine, Kim, thank you ladies so much for being here. Whoever else is here, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, every month there is a free reading giveaway. Our next draw is on Thursday, August the 29th, and it will be done live. And it's for a free reading with me. And all you have to do to get in on that, oh, my son's home with a haircut. All you have to do to get in on that is to subscribe to the channel and comment on any of the content that you come across here on the channel. Honey. I gotta go rub his little head. Anyways, the free draw is on August 29th. All subscribers who comment will have their name entered into the draw, and I'm so excited. If you'd like to work with me, intuitive healing sessions, personal readings, or being a part of the Moon Circle, where's all my sisters at for this Moon Circle? Check it out on my website. Low investment in yourself, your spiritual development, and your healing, your path of expansion. All the information for all of those things is on my website, lisalyle.com. And until tomorrow, I see you, I feel you, I love you. And please know and don't ever forget, your presence here, even if we don't know each other, is a gift for which I, Lisa Lyle, and my eternal soul are so, so grateful for. Take good care, everyone. Have a fantastic day, a fantastic day. See you tomorrow.